Hey folks, I'm here doing another video. This one's a little bit different. It's it's about my gray water tank. Let me show you what's going on here. All right, so there's one gray water tank here. That's it right there, and the hose coming off of it. And then you got this long one right here that goes to the back. And the reason why I have three gray water tanks is because I could not fit a 30-gallon gray water tank underneath here, so I had to go with three 13-gallon tanks. That's the only way I can fit that much capacity underneath the bus. And prior to doing these big hoses here, I had half inch, about as big as my finger here. No, not even as big as my finger. I had half-inch lines, and they kept on getting clogged. And so what I decided to do after much research was these here are 3 or 4 1-inch T's. I glued them all together, and so it's now my manifold. So all 3 gray water tanks feed into here, and then this goes out so I can drain them. And each gray water tank itself has a shutoff valve on it, like you see right there, and like you see right there. So I can individually shut off the tanks. Well, the drain goes into this one first. That's the very first one. The drain, all the drain coming out goes into this one, and then this one feeds all the other gray water tanks through this manifold right here. And then it's got a T there, so I can, or a 90-degree there. But anyhow, this is what the contraption I came up with to do this. Had to redo it a couple times, or not, I shouldn't say redo it. I had to reseal several leaks because none of this stuff fits the way it should. So, like on this one here, I had to wrap, I don't know if you guys have ever seen rubber tape where it sticks to itself really well. So I had to put that on this part and then shove it in there with goop on it, my goop that I use, and then wrap this around it. This actually helps hold the hose in there, so it seals and helps hold it in there. This here was just open, so I did cloth. I did goop on it first, and then I did cloth, and then I gooped it some more, so I finally got to stop leaking. But this one here, I just had to, cap that side off, and then that way I have a dual port here. It seems to be working. I used to have a pump in here. Pump used to be right where this is at right now, to pump out the gray water. But the problem with that was that gray water it gets clogged coming out of the gray water tank, or the tank in general, and I would have to blow air into. Let's turn it. I would have to blow air into the end tube to clear the lines in the small lines on the gray water tanks. that got to be a pain. And that's the reason why I decided to go with 1-inch line instead. But the problem with doing 1-inch line is that it doesn't fit properly. It's a little bit loose. So that's the reason why I had to do the rubber tape around the end of the hose or the line and then shove it in and then put more glue on it. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. But anyhow, this is, let me switch you around again. Enough rambling around. This is my new setup. The manifold connects all the gray water tanks together, and then it empties out through that right there. Much better than 1/2 inch. This is 1-inch line. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And don't forget to at least like. If you don't want to subscribe, at least like it. Thank you. Bye.